Greetings, students, and welcome to week 2. Last week we kind of briefly started to go through your research project, and we looked a little bit into the issue source banks, and you did a little bit of work with those. This week we'll really kind of start to get into our research project as we start working on research questions and, kind of defining the scopes of our research, which is kind of an important part of doing any kind of research project. We're also going to start working in the library this week. Yay, I love the library. So that we can start getting the research and the knowledge going on that as we get going on our project this term. So let's see. This week, there is actually a suggested order of events. So normally Dr. Stuckey has set up this course such that you can kind of just go through all the lessons and then do your assignments afterwards. But for this week, she kind of has them sandwiched together in such a way to make them a little easier for you. So what I would actually recommend doing this week is starting with lesson 1. So do all of lesson 1, and then I would go into the know, don't know, unsure activity, the research question activity. Then I would go into lesson 2. After lesson 2, I would go ahead and start your research log, the document there, and you're going to make sure you keep that in a safe place because you're going to be using that a lot. After the research log, after you get that started, I would go ahead and work on lesson 3. And then I would go back and make sure you have everything submitted from week 2. So the things that are due this absolute week, the things that you have to do this week, are the week 2 writing assignment, right? Which is actually going to be, you guys kind of started that a little bit last week. And you must complete and submit your know, don't know, unsure activity this week. Now, you are welcome to start your research log. We have the order of events that we're recommending, where you start your research log between lesson 2 and lesson 3, as Dr. Stuckey's going over that with you. But remember, that's not actually due until next week. So you do have a little bit more time on that because that is a little bit more time consuming with coming up with all those different sources and assignments. So we're getting started on the research project. We're going strong on the research project. We're really getting it going there. As always, if you have any questions, please let me know. I know Dr. Stuckey put a lot of time and effort into these lessons, but no one is perfect. So if you have any queries or questions, please feel free to let me know. Otherwise, I will see you guys next week.